Birthday Hawa, birthday Hawa Shai, birthday Hawa, birthday Hawa Shai. Call hello, Hawa, Alhainal, Yahweh, Shemal Shai, Bashim Kakadash. And giving, of course, double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, a great millstone, who were all peace and salutation to the election. The 144,000 men that are choice prophets, Israelite men, the Lord ordained before the foundation of the earth to have the gift of prophecy and to prophesy. And of course, giving a shalom to the believers of the 1/3 remnant, whom the Lord will have mercy upon as well. Men, women, and children whom are Israelites, whom the Lord will have mercy upon. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And since our seed has been scattered across the four winds, we have some of our people that look like the heathen nations where they've been scattered to, but lineage by the where their fathers go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which we try the spirit by the spirit. Alright? So, we're the children of the Most High. Shemiah Mafman is a Mafpa from the Great Millstone Plaintables camp located here in the city of Philadelphia. Habawa, I am Lamadi Ma'it. Come on, lesson, or we lesson. Just a we lesson on brothers on the other side of the camp. You know, of course, me being a brother that's been within the ministry on this side for, I believe, about, probably since May of 2017. It's currently, February the 12th, 2023, year of hopefully all the prophecies being fulfilled. And me being a brother that was on the other side, and we being on the other side, or when you're on the other side, you have to be very, very attentive, of course, to the teachings and such that's being taught, and you being a student and learning. What I've noticed, some brothers can be distracted at the camp. You have, at times, you can have certain spirits try to entertain discourse or talking to you while the actual lesson is being undergone. And that's also a trying or a temptation and such. A lot of times, them different spirits, they're just trying to get your attention and divert it away from being in the spirit. All right, as you see this particular precept that's on the screen from there's a video that the brother in New York, Yashalam, I think, I forget how you pronounce his name, pardon me, but he has this older video, Apostles of GMS, Understanding Spirits and Demons, in which we are all being in this truth. Hey, we're in a spiritual battle, and hey, the different things in the invisible, we mostly are dealing with. Of course the physical too, but of course the different physical and materialized elements are just nothing but the spirits within. Okay, it says in Ephesians chapter 6 and 12, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. And then you can read on, and it says, let me see. Yeah, Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and at the camp, when you're on the other side, you're still in a battle. You haven't crossed over to the other side. Wrestling a contest between two in which each endeavors to throw the other, and which is decided when the victor is able to hold, being like a pin, his opponent down with his hand upon his neck. All right. The term is transferred to the Hamashiachim, or the Christian, which are the Israelites, struggle with the power of evil. All right. It means to vibrate. All right. From this Greek, which is paleo, meaning to vibrate, shake. Okay. And this is what you're dealing with: powers. Knowing your mind, because that's what this battle is mainly, like a lot of warring against your mind and such, which of course contains your spirit. You have against, the Greek este, which goes into wrestle. Let's see what else we got. Let me see something. Let's skip that. Yeah, I want to look up the powers. Exousia, which is power, physical and mental power, right? Power, authority, or influence, right? If somebody can influence you, they're able to change, something about, you and such. And you have the spiritual demon Satan, as scriptures say. In the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and 8, be sober, be vigilant. You have to be aware and watch and beware, and being clear-minded, because your adversary, that's your enemy, right? The devil, speaking of the spiritual demon Satan, as a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And I'm gonna look up the word for walking about. And these different demons, they are going Tay and Faye. They're the earth. Of course, they're seeking. Okay, which, let's look up the word for seeking, meaning to seek in order to find. Also crave, demand something from someone, and they want to distract you. Okay, they want you back, of course, in the world, and also to agitate you as well. It says he may devour, whom he may devour. I'm gonna look up for devour, which just means to swallow up or destroy the structure, which, hey, that equates to you going back to being a dry bone without this truth, without this knowledge. Okay, because this knowledge arms you against Satan. Okay, you have a guard, though Satan will try, but you combat, obviously, Satan with the scriptures and such. Okay, you put up that our spiritual armor. Okay, which it tells you in Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles or the cunningness of the devil. Okay, and you have many ways that Satan tried to come to you. He's not going to come direct. He tries to be very subtle. Okay, very crafty. Most people, that's a high level of subtlety, and they are able to basically influence you without you even knowing and such. Try to play off as if they're your friend. Try to be as their on your side, but they're not. Wiles is methodia, which means cunning arts, deceit, and trickery. Okay, traveling over. You hear that? And remember, Satan is going about, spiritual demon Satan, via principalities, demons, are trying to roam about, travel about to influence you. All right. Right there, verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities or demons, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against the spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. And that means there, of course, is the things you must do to be able to stand, okay, to be upright, to be able to endure, the different enticements and distractions on your mind and such. Spiritual demon Satan comes all different types of ways to establish a thing, to make firm, okay, to stand. So you want to be firm, you want to be steadfast, as the scriptures say. And let me see if I can find that. If I can spell it right. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15. And verse 58. Therefore, my brethren, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Look up in the word for to be steadfast. To be firm, immovable. Okay, you can't be shaken within your mind. All right, to totter and to go off to error. All right, you have it. We at the camp, a demon to come up, or you being distracted in your mind. Don't be at the camp. You ain't paying attention to what's actually being said, and then somebody probably call upon you about something, and then you're not even there mentally. Demons will be able to do that. Spirits will be able to do that to you. But that's why you have to fast and pray, and to be fully locked in. You have to be also patient in the suffering, of course, of the trying process. Lord, trying us and examine us. Lord willing, hey, we're called and chosen to even, that's ultimately going to be called and chosen, but to be able to cross over from the other side of the camp, it takes, of course, a certain level of discipline and such. Okay, and you should want to, be as the other brothers within the camp. Obviously we all have different spirits and such, but in our conduct and such, right, being upright, unmovable. Look up the word for unmovable, which means to be not moved, unmoved, and firmly persistent. Okay, you gotta persist to come to camp. I'll look up persist for you. Even if you don't want to come to camp, you got spirits out there trying to be like, oh, it's raining. I gotta go to the brothers gonna be out there. Yeah, brothers will be out there. Most cases. Just for some raindrops or a little wee bit of snowfall. Depends on certain amounts of snow and degree, but we be in season, out of season. Persistent goes on to be firmly and obstinately in the course of action, in spite of difficulty of opposition. Okay? And you have the opposition, Satan, working on your mind. You come to the camp, you got spirits that come right by the camp. Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's this about? Oh, yeah, you don't know nothing about this. You shouldn't be following this. And you end up, a spirit trying to just basically unclean spirit trying to trouble you. And that's just Satan. Okay? That's to get in to distract you, have you not even focused. Alright, you have to be focused when you're in this truth. Alright? Hey, when you come in to cross over to the other side, you're coming to work, to labor. Okay? You have to understand this is the book of Matthew, chapter 9 and 37. Or 37 if I said that correctly. I started even above. This is the book of Matthew 9, and I'm going to start at this goes into a lot of different miracles that Yahushua did do. We'll start at Matthew 9 and 20. It says, and behold, a woman which was diseased with an issue of blood 12 years came behind him and touched the hem of his garment. For she said within herself, if I may but touch his garment, I shall be whole. That's showing faith and belief. But Yahushua turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, daughter, Bath, daughter in the Hebrew, be of good comfort, thy faith hath made thee whole. Yahushua having that discernment, he already able to read her mind and know her thoughts. Okay? And hey, a lot of times, we could discern an action of men that being an act of faith. Okay? You show your faith through your works and such. So, hey, I discern a lot of things. Everything, and like I say, I could tell if a man is distracted. Okay. And the woman was made whole from that hour. Okay, within that hour. And when Yahushua came into the ruler's house and saw the minstrels of the people making a noise, he said unto them, give a place, for the maid is not dead, but sleepeth. And they laughed him to scorn, so they just joked, oh yeah, whatever. And when the people were put forth, he went in and took her by the hand, and the maid arose. Okay, this young woman arose, and the fame hereof went abroad into all the land, of course through the miracle that Yahushua had done. And when Yahushua departed thence, 2 blind men followed him, crying and saying, thou son of David, have mercy on us. And when he was come into the house, the blind men came to him, and Yahushua said unto them, believe ye that I am able to do this? They said unto him, yeah, Lord. So it said, of course, Khan Adawan. Then toucheth he their eyes, saying, according to your faith be it unto you. Okay. And their eyes were open, and Yahushua straightly charged them, saying, see that no man know it. So, hey, keep that to yourself. But they, when they departed, spread abroad his fame in all the country. As they went out, behold, they brought to him a dumb man possessed with a spirit, a devil. Okay, so that's a man, he couldn't speak. Okay, and when the devils were cast out, the dumb man spake. And you have like that spirits that's out there, I've seen it. Like you got this guy, I used to see years ago. He would be on a bus, or you see him in front of certain businesses, and he would he can mumble like and point, make gestures, but he couldn't speak. The Jake too, older man. And when the devils was cast out, and that's all it is, it's just spirits, that's doing all these things, okay, to the person. They're possessed and such. Which the Lord put these different restraints on the person, okay? And the multitudes marveled, saying, it was never so seen in Israel, right? That's a blessing right there. Yahushua making a man dumb speak. But the Pharisees said, he casteth out devils through the prince of the devils, Hey, you trying to say through witchcraft, right? And that's how many people actually see us, too. Because we are casting out spirits too. Hey, spirits get casted off you from hearing the word of the Lord. And you believing and having faith. Okay. But you have obviously a left hand. Oh, these guys, they look like witches. Like you come to our camp. I'm burning frankincense. And different holy incense and such. A lot of people marvel at the garments, stones and necklaces and such we wear, and most people, they equate what we're saying, because it's not the gospel or not the doctrine of the world, of Esau Edom. They equate this to be we're just this hate group, and we're teaching hatred and foolishness, nonsense. But we're speaking the truth. And Yahushua went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. But when he saw the multitudes, he was moved with compassion on them, because they fainted, and they were scattered abroad as a sheep having no shepherd. All right, and that's how our people look, without Yahushua. They scattered abroad, as sheep that have no shepherd. And a sheep without shepherd is in much danger. Then said he unto the disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. So obviously, us looking and watching over the souls, as brothers in the camp and such, obviously the head brothers, we pray that we have the Lord send forth more laborers into the harvest. But of course, you gotta labor and strive for the masteries, and strive lawfully and such, and be in focus, and displaying the qualities of a man of the Lord. Okay, so I'm gonna get this book of Psalms, and I'm gonna call it out, end it out, because this is I think that this is the verse that pretty much inspired me just to do the lesson. There's other precepts I can go into, but I guess the Spirit just had me you know, kind of leaving it like this. But basically, like, brothers, when they come to the camp, you know, they should, you know, be listening. Obviously, you know, hey, take notes, different breakdowns. Hey, if you got a highlighter, hey, have your highlighter. I remember being on the other side. I was highlighting so much and taking so many notes and stuff, you know, asking questions and such, you know. But yeah, man, this is Psalms 119 and 27. Make me to understand the way of thy precepts. The precepts are the commandments, the words within the scriptures. So shall I talk of thy wondrous works. All right, and that's exactly what we want the Lord to do, and He's gonna do that through, of course, giving explanation through the men of the Lord that are feeding you with knowledge and understanding. Okay, you're not out there just to be out there for entertainment or to look cute, you know, as other groups want to pretty much, you know, just look like, yeah, we outside and, you know, we yelling or something like that. You know, this is a specific purpose, which is to wake up the elect of the nation of Israel, bring condemnation to Esau, Edom, and his kingdom and the heathen. And of course, 2/3 hear their judgment as well. Okay. Let you know of prophecy. This is Jeremiah chapter 3 and 12. Go and proclaim these words towards the north and say, return thou backsliding Israel, said the Lord Yahweh, and I will not cause mine anger to fall upon you. For I am merciful, said the Lord, and I will not keep my anger forever. Only acknowledge thy iniquity, that thou hast transgressed against the Lord Yahweh, thy power, and hast scattered thy ways to the strangers under every green tree, idolatry. Okay. And ye have not obeyed my voice, said the Lord Yahweh. You have to bring this to mind and admit, you know, to yourself that you are a sinner. Okay, you're going off. Turn, O backsliding children, said the Lord Yahweh, for I am married unto you, and I will take you, one of a city and two of a family, and bring you into Zion. And hey, it's gonna be a remnant that the Lord is delivering. The Lord ain't calling and choosing everybody. He has a remnant. All right. You have a remnant in there of Israel, and there are the prophets of the men of Israel, and you have the women, women, and children that are not prophets, that are believers and helps. Okay. Friends of the prophets, etc. Okay. And I will give you pastors or prophets according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. All right. And if you're being fed, hey, you know, you're supposed to be taking heed, you know, to the shepherds. All right. The chief shepherd being Yahweh Shai, but we are lesser shepherds as well. Follow, in this. Okay. So, shalom to the elect, all praises to Yahweh Shai, B'Shem Kodesh, and double honors to our apostles, elders, great millstone. Peace and salutation to the elect. Shalom.